Are you a content creator and you're trying to get more subscribers or get more watch hours or make more connections? Or maybe you're an author and you're trying to sell more books, or you're a coach and you're trying to get more clients. Maybe you have some sort of product or services and you're trying to reach more people with your content. Listen, if that's you, you want to watch this video because this video is going to change how you provide content. Walk with me. And who am I? I'm Billy Miller, the motivational minister. Listen, I love books. I've read hundreds of books, and books have been a major part of my success, part of my accomplishments. And I've dedicated this whole channel to sharing with you the books that have impacted my life. And so, in today's Billy Reads book recommendation, book review, we're going to be talking about this book called The Content Beast. The Content Beast. Check this book. Listen, I love this book here. The link is in the description of this video if you want to find out more, but that's what we're going to be discussing today. The Content Beast. And listen, this Content Beast I'm telling you this, I love this book. If you're a content creator, listen to me. If you're a content creator, listen to me. You need to get this book today because this book has totally transformed of how I provide content. So look, as a matter of fact, let's look at the. Uh, sorry, I'm losing my words. I'm excited. Let me calm down. So let's look at the title again, The Content Beast. The author is brilliant because there's three definitions to the content beast, right? Three ways to look at it. All right. And I'm gonna share all three of the ways with you, and you most definitely want to listen to the third meaning of it because that's where the success is. So make sure you watch to the end of this video. So listen, let's get to the first definition of the content beast. So a content beast, so picture a creature, an actual beast, right? That needs to be fed valuable and relevant content, right? So imagine there's a content beast, a beast that eats content, right? And this beast, imagine, I want you to picture it now. Picture this beast that's standing in front of you, right? But well, let me put it this way. You have a subscriber, right, that you're trying to reach. You have watch hours you're trying to meet, right? You have clients, you have people, customers, right? All of these people that you desire to fulfill, that you desire to connect with. Imagine in the thing that's standing in between you and them is a content beast, right? A beast that's hungry for content that must be fed. So picture that. You have this content beast, right? He's standing in front of that customer you're looking for, that subscribers you need, and he needs to be fed content. And you can't get to that customer, you can't get to that subscriber until that beast is fed. Got it? So that's the first definition of a content beast. There's a beast that's out there waiting, and that's how I want you to visualize it. Because now you're going to, instead of just coming to a person trying to, hey, subscribe to my channel and they don't even know who you are, or hey, buy my product and they don't even know who you are, right? You haven't even fed the content beast that's standing in between both of y'all. You're going to have to feed the content beast. That's number one. All right. Now we're on the second definition of the content beast, right? And the second definition is meaning someone who understands content and can produce a lot of valuable and relevant content. So get what it's saying. Now, in order to feed this content beast, right, that's standing in between you and your subscriber, your follower, your customer, right? In order to feed that content beast, you yourself are going to have to become a content beast. You know how we use the word beast and meaning like you're superior, you're dominating. Like you might see a person who's playing football, you say, "Oh man, he a beast on the field," right? Well, if you understand that, likewise, you're going to have to become a beast with the content. That's the only way you're going to feed the content beast. because he's standing there waiting to be fed, right? He's sitting there hungry. And guess what? You're going to have to become a content beast. You're going to have to be a person that's pouring information, that's sharing your information through your YouTube, through your social media, and you're always pouring, and you're going to have to be consistent. Every day you're going to have to show up. Consistent don't mean necessarily every day, but you got to always show up, and you have to become a content beast in order to feed the content beast. I hope that's making sense to you. If you understand what I'm saying, click the like button, hit the heart button, and let me know that you're understanding the concept that I'm saying. And so that's two. We talked about two, right? But now you're going to have to get to the third one, and this third one is important. So now that you become a content, now that you have this content beast in front of you, you become a content beast. Now we're going to get to this third one. Hey, I want to take this quick moment to share with you what I call the You Can't Quit Now bundle, which is a free resource that I have for you. Listen, we all going through hard times, we're all facing challenges, and we're all tempted to quit. Well, I created the You Can't Quit Now bundle just for you. It consists of this book, You Can't Quit Now. I'm going to send you the PDF file. I'm also going to send you a 11-minute audio download. And I'm also going to send you a 3-part video series. So I cover all of your learning. I give you something to read, I give you something to listen to, and I give you something to watch. I give it to you all for free. Just comment book in the comment section, and I'm going to send it to you, or you can click the link in the description. All for free. So let's get back to this dynamic teaching. So this third content beast, this third definition of content beast, which is the last one, this is when the first word of the title becomes an adjective. So instead of reading content beast, it becomes an adjective, which means content beast. Follow me now. Content beast. As a matter of fact, let me put it on the screen. So a content beast is when the beast is content and in a state of happiness. This is when the beast is satisfied. So follow me now. So remember, we said the beast, that in between your customer, right? There's this big beast that's standing in front of you, a content beast that's hungry, that's saying, hey, you need to feed me content before you can get to this person, right? So in order to feed that beast, you're going to have to become a content beast. And now you're going to be consistent with your content, and you're going to be feeding the beast, right? And then once you feed the beast, right, that beast becomes satisfied. That beast takes on a whole new form. That beast becomes adorable. That beast becomes content. That beast goes from a content beast to a content beast. Are you following me? You want to have to make sure that you make the content beast turn into a content beast. And in order to do that, you're going to have to yourself become a content beast. Oh man, listen, I hope this making sense to you. I hope you're getting the concept. And I love the whole concept of this book. As a matter of fact, let me read a quote out of this book right quick. Like I said, it's a lot in there. It's a lot of gems in there, and I encourage you to go and get the book. So let's look at this quote. He says, consumers are looking to connect with brands that deliver on their needs and solve their problems. This is what everybody's looking for. All them people that you're desiring, this is what they're looking for. They're looking to connect with brands that deliver on their needs and solve their problems, right? He says they also want brands to align with their values. They want brands to align with their interests, and they want brands to align with their feelings. And listen, you can't do any of this unless you provide valuable and relevant content. Listen, like I said, you want to get this book. I encourage you to get the book. The link is in the description of this video. I will go ahead and click it now. If you're a content creator, if you're an author, you're a coach, you provide some kind of product or services, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, you're on Facebook. I don't know how much more to say it. Get this book today. Everything is in the link in the description of this video. And also, Speaking of content, content is a form of communication. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that. I do have some videos on communication. I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna link it in the description of this video. Okay. But I do have some other videos that you can check out. I'll put them up here. Listen, I love y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. And always remember that the word is your life.